Hi, this is Shockies here. Quite simply, I'm going to be going over a few things in general about the game. Well, so, of course. I also hope you enjoy the background video, something I've been putting together for a while. Yeah, hope you enjoy it. Anyways, so I played Wildstar in the beginning when it first came out, and in the beta. I absolutely adored the game then, and I especially do now. The community has been and still is awesome. Everyone here that's playing the game wants to play the game, and all want more to do so as well. Whether it's friends, family, guildmates, especially developers. Now, I'm not going to be bashing on any MMOs in this video. There simply isn't any point to it. Instead, I'm going to be talking about Wildstar in its current state, for those of you that might want to know. It's coming back. A little while ago, I believe a couple of, 2 to 3 months ago, the population hit rock bottom. That really sucked. But from there, it can only get better. And it has. Now, a few things that you'd want to know getting back into this game, or just some more information for you to help sway you coming back, if I can. Unlike then, queues actually pop. Whether it's PvP, adventure, or dungeons, if you want to do it, you probably can. Now, with that being said, there are a few things you may have to wait a little bit for, like adventures, for example. Even then, if you wait on it, you'll probably get into it. That being said, the population is on a rebound. So you're going to see some lower things, population doing things here and there. But as time goes on, it's definitely going to be, see more and more people active in just about everything. With that being said, if you want to see something like weekly or just every now and then, or even some other videos, Wildstar has a Twitch stream. They do it like every week. I think they're on their 0 to 50 leveling guide adventure thing. Anyways, they normally get distracted constantly about things throughout the game and goof off with Nexus, player housing, and outer space, and pretty much anywhere they can find something to get in trouble with or have fun. It's always pretty entertaining to watch, honestly. I've enjoyed every video so far. Now, I've been raiding, let's see here, man, wow, only about 2 to 3 weeks. And I've absolutely loved it. I have enjoyed every instance of it. You can see that in the video in the background. The fights are actually fun to do. Even in solo mob, they're, I wouldn't say easy, but it's easy to understand what's going on, and it's easy to understand how to react. It's not so passive like other games. It's very interactive. If you want a game that you can actually get into and actually enjoy playing the game just for the game itself, this is absolutely the game for you. Now, let's say, oh no, I don't want to play with other people. I hate all of them. Well, Wildstar has actually tuned quite a bit of its content just for the solo player. They've retweaked plenty of quests, mobs, gear, tons of things since the launch, and it's made a huge improvement to it. Now, also, with the new and improved ship hand stuff, you can do plenty of things of dungeons. They're technically called, I guess, solo dungeons that you can do by yourself if you want, and you can completely do those by yourself in the gear you're in the moment you've unlocked them. They've also have veteran ones, which are unlocked once you hit level 50. They're a little bit harder, but they're actually more of the introduction things that you want to do starting out, and they're also a great way to earn money. Not to mention, you can actually do it with other people as well if you want to. Make them go that much faster, or just to goof off and have fun. And then after that, you'll move into the dungeons that are unlocked at level 50. Now, at this point, you'll probably want to get some kind of gear. I guess you've probably gotten some from doing ship hands and whatnot. You want to have at least full eye level 55 gear. That's going to make the whole experience much more enjoyable. You're not going to die that much, but they're not really required to. Now, they're definitely helpful, but like I said, they're not required. Then after that, you're going to move into veteran dungeons. Now, these are hard. I do not recommend doing these if you're watching TV or something like that. They're definitely going to require pretty much all of your attention. Well, not all of it, but much more than, let's say, heroic dungeons in World of Warcraft. You can say that right. Now, I'm not trying to bash on it or anything. However, they are much more challenging. And just to do so, they give you much more rewards for completing them. let's say they have a reward system in place. You get bronze, silver, or gold for completing it. Now, based on how you perform as a group, not individual, as a group, and based on what you complete and how you complete them, they will give you a rating and reward you accordingly. Now, there's a bar at the top of your screen that while you're through the dungeon, you can keep track of where you're at the entire time. They'll also have mini quests on the side to let you know what you need to get done and what you haven't done. Now, there's some things that won't be unlocked until a certain stage in the dungeon, but it will show you when it's available. And now, you don't have to get gold to get anything. They've changed that. Previously, you had to get gold to really be worthwhile doing it, and it being a harder dungeon is much harder to do. However, now, they've actually increased what you get from bronze and silver, so now just doing the dungeon, whether you get gold or not, is definitely worth it. However, on the flip side, they've actually also buffed what you get in gold. Now, getting gold is a lot. Now, you can actually get ability points and ant points, and it's really awesome. I'm going to talk a little bit more about what happens when you do hit 50. Sorry, I did mention dungeons. There's that. Now, there's also things called dailies, as well as imbuement for your Genesis key if you're wanting to raid. Now, these you can do within like 30 minutes to an hour, depending on which one you're trying to do and at what step you're doing. The dailies are pretty easy. They're very repetitive, unfortunately, but they are dailies. It is an MMO, and you're going to do things that repeat. So, but at least you kind of get a feel for it, and you get a good idea of how you want to do things. You can kind of optimize how you want to do it. Now, once you do get the love, you don't have to continue doing it, unless, of course, you want the money. That's always optional. Now, as far as the imbuement goes for the Genesis key, there's 13 total steps, and they're organized and divided in very convenient sections. So as you go along, you don't have to just pound out the whole thing. You can just do a bit by bit whenever it's convenient for yourself or for others, depending on how you're doing it. Now let's talk a little bit about housing. So they've changed a little bit. They haven't really taken anything away. They've only added to it. There's plenty more decor items now, and there will be in the future. They've also added other features as far as the actual layout of your housing plot. Like now you can change the grass, you have different music options, you have different background options, you have different default plugins that you can do, plenty of other things. The thing is always awesome. I know a lot of you guys have probably, if you did play it, know how much fun the housing is, especially when you really start getting into it and there's something that you desperately want to make or just kind of see it for your own eyes. It's a lot of fun. I honestly really enjoy that aspect of the game simply because I love building things and they make it very easy to do so. Now, of course, it does take a little time and effort, but again, you're building stuff. So, I mean, it's a lot of fun. If you don't believe me, give it a try. Also, there's plenty of other videos of people doing multiple different housing, just so many things. And there should be a few things in the video that you've noticed in the background as well. It's on the housing plot. So let's now go over a few of the other things that you can do. You can also go do PvP. You have battlegrounds and war plots, arenas, and you can go out and duel people, you have world PvP, whatever you want to do. As long as it involves, killing other people. That's what really matters. And with the new patch update, Drop 5, you'll also be able to fight other Dominion, if you're Dominion, or Exiles, if you're Exile, which is a real nice change of the game that I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't have at the beginning. I guess they didn't really think that they're going to use it, or it's something they've been planning on, just actually hadn't had the time to implement it. But thankfully, they are. Now, you have their BGs, which they have multiple maps. I think there's 3 currently, and they are currently working on more, so they will definitely be added later. Then you have your arenas. You have 2v2, 3v3, and 5v5s. That sounds familiar. Well, it's because those have been proven to be very effective formats. As well as you can also do rated BGs. Again, it's been proven to be a very, proven format. Then you have war plots, which are 30 versus 30 giant fights, which are a lot of fun. And on top of that, you get to build your own freaking war plot. I thoroughly do enjoy this game. It was a lot of fun, and it's always been a lot of fun. The developers actually care about their community. They try and they listen. Now, of course, they're going to make mistakes, and then sometimes they're going to surprise everyone. That's what happens when you have a game that's constantly getting updated. And I don't see them giving up on anyone anywhere in the near future or far future. So give the game another try. They have a 10-day free trial going on right now. I think they're actually going to probably keep that for a very long time. So hop on, play a little bit, see if you like it or not. The community would absolutely love to have you here, regardless of what your play style is, what your skill level is. We don't care. We just want more people to play with because we want to enjoy this game with more. So please, if you like the video, please hit like. If you want to subscribe so you can get first hand and first dibs on the new videos as I post them, feel free to subscribe as well. Also, if you dislike the video, always do that too, and I won't hate you for it. Now, I will say this. I am currently working on the Dominion Dueling Tournament that is coming up within the next few weeks. I am going to be working on the video, so that will probably be the next video I release, is at least the world set and a few other things. So, if you want to help me out, like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of it. And until next time, this is Shotcase.